All right, it is 6 p.m. on the dot. Let's get this thing rolling. Before we start, if you can, please open your cameras so I make sure I see some faces. Thank you so much, because talking to a blank screen is not that interesting. So I'd love to see some faces. Let's go, guys. Let's freaking go. Before we get started, guys, I'm always going to start the call like this, just to make sure we're on the same note. So what are two things that we need every time we show up to a meeting, and football meeting, especially a football meeting, guys? So what are two things that we need if someone wants to unblock their mic and share?
Pencil and a book.
Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Monsieur Laurent. Much appreciated.
I need to go get mine, so
okay.
Come back in a minute.
All right, so guys, if you don't have one, go get it. We'll give 45 seconds. It's so important, guys, and I really want to reiterate the fact that by the end of this off season, you'll have your own book. There are not many people who could say, I have a book written. All right, it takes a lot of discipline to sit down and write out a book. And now, just with a half hour a week, by the end of the off season, you can have your own book. So please take as much notes as you can, as many notes as you can on what you believe is impactful. Please remember that I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to guide, give you guys some questions, and let you guys find the answers. By a show of hands, or you put a one in the chat, who is it your first time on a call, a mindset call? So we're great to go. We're all okay. Oh, first time? All right, let's go. All right. So, Vid. My name is Jamal Henry. I've been playing football since 1998, guys. It doesn't make me old. I have experience. Let's just say it that way. I've had the chance to play my city ball in LaSalle for the Warriors. I then went to Dallas, Texas to play for two 5A schools, came back to play for Lower Canada College, and then finished my high school at Kent Prep School in Connecticut. Got the chance to win a championship, and then I came back home to Concordia University, where I had the chance to be a captain for 4 of my 5 years, and Rookie of the Year my first year. And then went on to play semi-pro. So it's just so you have a background, guys, of who is talking, because it's really important to know, why is this person talking to me? Why are they somewhat qualified to share experience? Well, guys, that's why I'm here. I'm actually living my dream at the moment. So for the past weeks, we've gone through the beginning of what we call the POLAC system. So P for purpose, O for objectives / obstacles. And today we're going to talk about the L of the POLAC system. And this system, guys, just so it's a bit more structured, this system that we're going over is a system that when we apply it to our lives every single day, we start winning at the one thing we were meant to win at, which is our life. If we don't win at our life, how are we supposed to win on the football field? How are we supposed to win in the gym? All right. And we've went over it before. If I win at my life, football comes with it. School comes with it. My relations comes with it. But if I only focus on one aspect, if I only focus on football, or imagine you only focused on the gym, nothing else, you think your grades would be great? If you only you woke up, you went to the gym, and you gymmed out all day, you never studied, never talked to any friends. If you have a girlfriend, you never talk to your girlfriend, you think everything else would go well? All right, so that's what I mean. The reason for these calls, guys, is we develop and win at our life. So when we step onto the football field, we already won. Guys. And you are part of what we call the 1%, because 99% of the other players aren't here, guys. So you make the difference. So today we're going to go over what we call the live lines. Live lines. What is a live line? And I'm going to start it off with a question. A question I'm going to put in the chat. Let me just grab it here in my notes. by a show of hands, or you can put a 1 in the chat, who has ever heard of the term deadline? Okay, good. Here, I'm going to put the question here, guys. Beautiful. You guys can copy paste it or write it down. Actually, it's better if you guys can write it down. I'll give you 20 seconds. If the timeline you're setting wasn't about achieving something. Okay, so, usually we have an objective and then we just aim at attaining that objective, right? Let's just say, okay, we all have to run a 40 in our lives. Let's just use the 40 as reference. So we want to run 0.5 seconds faster. And we only focus on running that 0.5 seconds faster. And we only focus on that. Will I become faster? I'll let you answer that. But I have another question for you. What if we focused on who we have to become to run that 0.5 seconds faster? So if I run a 5 second 40 at the moment, who do I have to become to run a 4.5? So in a timeline you're setting, what if the timeline you're setting wasn't about achieving something, but about becoming someone? Who would you need to become by the end of the off season? So guys, in every aspect of our lives, we have to ask ourselves this question: who am I becoming? Like at school right now, who am I becoming? As a brother, who am I becoming? As a boyfriend, who am I becoming? As a mentor, who am I becoming? As a teammate, who am I becoming? And it's very important to be honest with yourself, because you can't lie to you, man. Like, you're the only one who knows 100% truth about you. And God. You and God. So it's between both of you. So here we go, guys. We're going to go through, it's going to be a short, impactful call. I don't even think it'll be a half hour. We're going to go briefly through the difference between a deadline and a live line. All right. So a deadline says, okay, what are we? Today we are February 12th, 2026 already. The year has just started. And by July 12th, by the 12th of July, I have to push 2 plates 12 times. Very doable. Very doable. And that's a deadline. I look at, what do you say, June 12th? Say June 12th. I look at the end date, and then I just stare at that end date and say, by this date, I need to push 225 on the bench 10 times. And I just think about that end date. That's called a deadline, guys. All right. Now here's the difference. I want you to look. This is my end date. Here's the difference. When I'm focusing on the deadline, nothing happens really. It's okay. We set the objective. It's great intention. When I'm thinking about, but when we switch it and look at our live line, this is still here. That's all right. This is still here. Our end objective is still there. But the live line says, who do I have to become by this time? So my focus is on the actions in becoming that person. Does that make sense? Thumbs up if that makes sense. Thank you. If it doesn't, guys, you can unblock your mic. Just say, hey, I got a question. Can you clarify? But everything in life is where we're going to put our focus on. So when we write our objectives, like we did last week, and then we want to set our time frame, we're no longer setting deadlines. We're setting live lines, because we're literally focusing on the journey that we have to go through to attain what we want, and not just focus on the objective. Yes.
I have a question. So when you're focusing on the journey, do you mean that you need to do a micro deadlines, like, okay, next week I need to do 1 more reps, or it's really because I'm not sure if I understand the whole concept.
Yeah, that's a great question. So that's exactly it. That's exactly it. So let's go for a 3 month span. Okay, so in 3 months, I want to push 225 10 times. Who do I have to become by that time? I have to become someone that is stronger, someone that is disciplined. So you can write those down. Someone stronger, disciplined, so on and so forth. And then, like you just said, what is a micro live line that I can set? Well, it could be this week I need to push one more rep than last week. All right? And what happens is your live line is that week. So I have a week to push 2.5 pounds more. Does that make sense? Awesome. And here's the thing, guys. The reason why we call it a live line is because, again, we've said it before, the way we speak drastically shapes who we become. Deadline. In no way me achieving my objectives makes me dead. No, it actually gives me life. It makes me feel accomplished. So why not reframe words, guys? You're allowed to reframe words to whatever you feel you want it to be. There is no law that says, hey, you can't invent what you want. And we agree that football players are different. We do not think like others. We do not live like others. So why would we think like others? We tend to take advice from people we would not even live their life. We would not switch places with them. What I'm asking you guys, what you're already doing, is to be that person. That is, kind of crazy. Guys, I'm labeled crazy and I love it. Because sometimes what I say, it doesn't make sense to other people. When you tell people, hey, listen, I got to go to the gym at 5:30 a.m. this morning, and then I got to go to school, and then I got to hit the gym again, and all throughout the day, I got to watch my meal plan, and your friends look at you like they look at you like you're crazy. Guys, that is confirmation that you're on the right path. So congratulations. And if it hasn't happened, guys, it's gonna happen. It's gonna come from your family. You're working too hard. You're working too hard. You have off season. You have all this time. Why don't you just take like another 2 weeks off? What do you mean? What? And that's that reaction. What do you mean? It doesn't compute in my brain. Thank you. It doesn't compute in my brain that, okay, I need to take time off to be ready for the off season. No, you can be active in your time off. You can do active stretching. You can study your film now. You can jump on these calls and make sure you start winning now before you jump on the field. Guys, I'm going to say this one more time before the end of the call. We're not meant to think and be like other people. So just take it as confirmation that you're on the right path when people look at you like you're freaking insane. Smile and say, thank you so much. You've confirmed that I'm on the right path. So with these live lines, guys, there are different kinds of live lines. There are some where there is an end date that you say, by this date, I have to have become this person. I'm stronger. I can push this much. I can run this fast. I have better confidence by this end date. All right. So we can write that down. Let's write down in our notes 2 types of live lines. There's the end date. Or you know what? I'll put / stepping stone. And then there's the everyday. The everyday live line. The everyday. So, what's the difference, Coach? Again, the first one is I set a date, and by this date, I need to have become this person. And if it doesn't happen, hey, I'll keep striving to become that person. But Coach Jamal, what do you mean an everyday objective, an everyday live line? Well, every day I need to work on myself. Every day. Every day I need to if some guys, I highly encourage you read, even if you don't like reading. I used to hate reading. I started reading personal development. It's extremely impactful. It doesn't have to be reading. It could be listening to something, to a football podcast. It could be watching a video. It could be going, if you need to study extra, study. So let's just round it up to working on yourself every single day. And you decide what that means, okay? And here's what I mean by every day you work on yourself. Today, you work on yourself. On your birthday, you work on yourself. Christmas, you work on yourself. Easter, you work on yourself. When it's hot outside, you work on yourself. If it's cold outside, you work on yourself. If you're in the plane, you work on yourself. If you are sick as a dog, you work on yourself. Exactly. Thank you. Doesn't it seem a bit crazy, guys? That you would work on yourself every single day in order to achieve that thing that you set out to achieve in the first place? Because I know that if you're on this call, you're not just here to stay at the level that you're at. You literally want to get to the next level, whatever that looks like for you right now. From high school to CJEP, NCAA to pro, if you're on this call, it's because you understood that it doesn't start on the field. That it's an every single freaking day mindset. Every day. Not in a week, today. And I watched this video where the guy says, hey, you know what? It's okay if one day you don't feel like doing it. What you tell yourself is, okay, I won't do it tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, you just say the same thing. And you just do it. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's very important to know why you're here. So our purpose, right? Why you're playing the game of football, actually. Once you have that, once it's clear in your mind, doors will open. I'm not talking about physical doors. I'm talking about doors within your mind that you didn't understand before, where the game of football is actually way more simple than it looks. And once that's clear, once you have your purpose and you start setting your objectives, which we went over last week. Guys, if you were not there in the past calls, make sure you send me a message. I'm going to send you guys the links to the calls. I put them on YouTube. Once you set your objectives, guys. Okay, I need to be this person. I need to run this fast. I need to be a captain. I need to have a 1,000 yard season. Whatever the objective is that will make you feel accomplished. Whatever that is, you have to write it down. You have to, if you just say, hey, I want a great season. Okay, what's a great season? It's like the guy who comes up to me and says, hey, I want more money. Perfect. Here's $1. You want more money. What's more money? I want to be faster. What's faster to you? I want to be stronger. What's stronger to you? I want to be a better football player. What does that entail? Be specific. And your brain will open up. This is what I mean by your brain will open doors and physically change so that it shows you everything that you have available to you to start winning and working on yourself every day. Every day. Guys, you're going to have weddings. Sadly, you're going to have funerals. It's life. On those days, you work on yourself. It's 6:20, guys. The call is, that's all I have for you guys. Because the live line, the aspect of the live line is not that difficult. It's you decide when something is going to happen and who you have to become during the journey. And when do we work on ourselves, guys? Every day. Are there any questions? Any questions? Yes.
You said that we needed to message you if we weren't here the past call.
Yep.
Where do I message you?
I'm gonna put my avatar here. This is my Instagram. Just send me a message.
Okay.
Say.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you guys the link directly to my channel, and you'll have all the videos. And hey guys, here's one thing. During your days, there might be days where you have to put your time at specific places, and hey, football might not be one of those. During those times, make sure you have something you're listening to in your mind, in your brain, sorry. In your ears, you're listening to something that plants the right seeds in your mind. That's what I meant to say. So when you're in the bus, when you're in the car, you're like, that's where you fall. Right? That's where you fall. You fall to what we're listening to. So imagine you start the season and all you've been listening to is, man, I don't know. Who's one of your favorite artists?
Young Boy.
Okay, Young Boy. I don't even know Young Boy. But imagine you're listening to Young Boy all off season. I don't know him, but does his lyrics talk about getting better and developing your mind? And okay, it's not a bad thing. All right, it's not a bad thing. But here's the difference. What happens when you find, I'm inventing this on the spot, a running back or a receiver that has a podcast and that goes through every little detail that we miss and shows you how to use it. And that's almost all you listen to. And you condition your brain. So imagine the difference when you step onto the field between listening to Young Boy and listening to that pro that's giving you all the tips that you need. I'm not saying don't listen to Young Boy. I'm pretty sure he gets you hype and stuff, you know, you're in the gym pushing. That's all right. But what we want, guys, is to tap into our subconscious. So we start winning now. Every single day. So that's it, guys. 7 minutes early. It's not too long. No questions at all? All right. So make sure next week we're on 6 p.m. Thursday. Make sure you're on, guys. Get your teammates on the call. If they're not part of Receiver or Running Back Academy yet, tell them what they're missing. Guys, if I had this, actually, you know what? I'm happy I didn't have this because I wouldn't be here if I had this. I would have been in the NFL if I had this when I was younger. The privilege that you guys have to have Coach Hergy and Coach Jean-Guy. Go pick their brain. Go ask them questions. Spend time texting them. Yo, coach, I listened to this. I watched this. Yo, I watched your route. I just saw you signed here. Whatever the case. It is the biggest privilege, guys, that you guys have. I had the chance to play with Jean-Guy at Concordia, and I had the chance to watch Hergy ball out his whole entire career. From city ball all the way to where he is today. And you guys, the opportunity that you have, take advantage of it. These are two men, human beings, incredible human beings that you can emulate. All right, guys, make sure you learn from them. Man, I'm blessed to be here and to be part of Running Back and Receiver Academy. So on that note, we will see each other next Thursday. And next Thursday, okay, wait. Next Thursday, we are talking about the A of the Polack system. Yes. Gentlemen, that is my favorite part. Favorite part. Yeah, buddy. Already know. You guys look in the chat. Without this, nothing works. Nothing works. All right, guys. So I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in and winning now.
Thank you, Coach.
It's my great pleasure, brother.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, brother. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
It's my great pleasure. Have a great one. Thank you.